Hi guys, it's Rachel. So a couple weeks ago I posted a question on my IG asking you guys which content you'd like to see on my channel. A lot of you responded and wanted to see a day in my life as an international student here in Canada. To be honest, I did have some reservations about sharing my life because I honestly think that it's not interesting enough. But you know what? I'll give it a shot, and that's why for today's video, I'll take you through my life as an international student living here in Vancouver. It's also worth mentioning though that I did graduate like 2 years ago. So technically I'm not a student anymore, but you know what? I'll try my best to reenact the best moments of my life. So I guess without further ado, let's begin. So I start my day at 7 a.m. I get up, make my bed, and make some breakfast. My agenda for today is to go to school starting at 9 a.m. and afterwards go to work. I only work 1 weekday and then the week ends because my priority is being a student. It's extremely challenging and exhausting to juggle both full-time school and work. And plus, it's also worth mentioning that as a full-time student, I can only work a maximum of 20 hours per week as stated on my study permit. My go-to has always been a pair of Lululemon Align pants, my Adidas Ultra Boost shoes, and some oversized jacket and a crop top underneath. I always like things that are durable, functional, practical with a bit of fashion. The Lululemon Align pants help me move comfortably when commuting. Plus, like the shape and the form of wearing it emphasizes my best features, which is my face. What else did you think? Next, wearing the Ultra Boosts have been amazing. If I could wear one pair of shoes every day, it would be this. Seriously, it feels like walking on a cloud or like several babies at once. Just kidding. I love animals. Next, we have this oversized jacket. The one that I'm wearing is from Aritzia, which is like a very popular shop here in Vancouver. As a tropical baby, I need this and I'm obsessed with it. Lastly, there's my crop top. So I never really had the confidence to wear this back in my home country. But yeah, this crop top is from a shop called Garage, and I have this particular top in like several other colors because it's a staple piece for me. I use the transit app to know the bus schedules before leaving the house, and this app is like so easy to use. I basically type in the location I want to go. The app will give me a list of routes to choose from, and I can also adjust the time I leave the house, and the information will update in real time. If I press one of the routes, it will tell me exactly what bus to get on, how far the bus stop is from my location, what time the bus will arrive, and it's pretty accurate to the minute. It will even tell me the time that I expect to arrive at my destination. So having this app is such a lifesaver because commuting has never been easier. And plus, I don't really have to plan my commute since this app already does it for me. Using the bus and train is relatively easy, and I'll show you how. I take the bus and train to get to school, and I use my Compass card to get around. For the bus, I go in, I tap my card at the entrance, and I take my seat. When I already know that I'm close to my destination, I just pull the string and press the button for the bus to stop. Whereas in the train station, it also has the same concept. You need to tap your card before entering the station, and you also need to tap out. That way the system can calculate the cost of your commute for that trip. Next, I attended British Columbia Institute of Technology, or BCIT, but I also had some of my classes at Emily Carr University. So technically, I attended 2 schools for 1 program, and well, that's pretty neat. BCIT has a huge campus located in Burnaby, which I used to go to. I love it there because it's such a techie school. They have a library, a rec center, a lounge area, study rooms, and even a sleeping pod on campus, which I find is pretty cool. I wish I could show you what it looks like in a classroom setting, interacting with my classmates. But unfortunately, it's not really possible right now, but I can describe it to you. So just imagine me sitting front and center in class, like the keener I am, with 2 cups of coffee, my laptop, and a huge ass roll of art paper. I was an uber nerd, but whatever, like, if I'm gonna be paying that much, I might as well not suck in school. And I've even gotten some questions from you guys asking me if studying in Canada was difficult. Honestly, it's hard to compare 2 different countries and 2 different education systems. First off, I took up industrial engineering back in my home country, which to me was like god tier difficult. Whereas when I came to Canada, I did like a complete 180 and took up graphic design. Engineering and there's graphic design, those are 2 different sides of the spectrum and they're hard to compare. To me, engineering was more difficult, and I actually have to thank my school, University of Asia and the Pacific, for this training, for this education. Studying that difficult program equipped me with the necessary tools and knowledge to survive almost anything. So much so that when I went to Canada and studied here, everything kind of felt like a breeze. It could be a personal thing or like a character thing, but that's my personal take on it. But I wouldn't say that studying in Canada was so easy. Obviously, there's some challenges to it because there's still certain aspects that I had to learn and even unlearn in order to adjust in my new setting. It's a delicate balance, and that's why I prioritize my studies above anything else. I missed it, just thinking back to it makes me miss being a student. I would do it again, or wait, maybe not. No. I'm done studying for now. Anyway, once school is done, it's time to exercise another muscle, which are my arms and legs. I work at a nearby mall called Metrotown, and I used to work there as a sales associate at Foot Locker. I specifically chose a workplace that's near where I live or study. That way I don't have to fuss over the commute between these key locations. So maybe that's also a tip for you all. Don't choose a place that's too far from where you live or study, or at least choose a place that's near the bus or SkyTrain route. Anyway, going back, I worked at Foot Locker. I liked shoes, and even better, I like buying shoes at a discount. As for responsibilities, I used to climb 10-foot ladders. I also swept floors, folded clothes, and even talked to customers that visit the store. I did all of that for a solid $13 per hour. It's less solid when the tax man comes around, but hey, at least I get to afford a boba milk tea. Anyway, I work from 5 to 9 p.m. on my shifts, and then after that, I go to the bus terminal at the mall. I try to hop on the last bus going home at 10 p.m. and I arrive safely at home by 10:30. At this point, I'm dead ass tired and I just want to crash in bed. I crash and I repeat the same process all over again the next day. So I guess that's it, that's a day in my life as a student in Canada. As you can tell, this is not a procedural video. I'm not here spewing case studies or talking about express entry or the study permit application or even my online course found at courses.canexvisa.com. I'm just taking a step back and I just want to show you what life is like here in Canada. My purpose is to share my experiences. That way you can learn a thing or two, and that way you can better mentally prepare yourself for your journey to come here. Looking back at it, it seems pretty mundane, but it was actually a great experience. It taught me the life skills that I would have never learned if I stayed back in the Philippines. I learned how to be out of my comfort zone. I learned how to deal with many people in different and difficult situations. I learned how to be self-sufficient and manage my own time. And I did all of this in a new country at 23 years old. That's as real as it's gonna get. Although studying in Canada was only 1 year of my life, I can say that I've grown at least 5 years in terms of life experience. Being an international student is not just packing your bags and deciding to live in another country just for the heck of it. It's more of that eat, pray, love kind of movie. It's actually so much more, and I take my hats off to those that have done this or are currently in the process, that are like powering through. One thing I can say is that it's gonna be fun. It's also going to be very challenging, but the good outweighs the bad, and I wouldn't change anything. Anyway, I guess my final message is to enjoy it. I do hope that you make the most out of your time while you're here. Just don't forget to live a little, you know, you're free to relax, but also still be mindful of your long-term goals. Take it day by day, and I swear you'll be just fine. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the sneak peek into my life. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Also, comment down below if you wish to see more videos like this. Giving this video a thumbs up or commenting down below helps the algorithm and helps my channel grow. You know, I really enjoy what I do here, and I really want to keep doing this for a long time. So I'd really appreciate your kindness and support. Also, subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more life vlogs here in Canada. But of course, still expect the usual case studies, analysis videos, program and school reviews, and all that on my channel. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Be safe and be kind. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.